Well, hopefully the first two parts have made some sense for you. We're moving on to the third part, and this time we're going to be talking about iteration. In the curriculum, a component we're expected to teach is iteration. Now this sounds very technical, but in fact all it really means is just repeating or looping within a set of instructions or code. So in Scratch, repeat blocks can be found in the control group. So here's my control group, and here I have some repeat blocks. So there are three types of repeat blocks. We have repeat a number of times, repeat forever, and repeat until a particular condition is met. Alrighty, so now we've seen them, let's see them in action. So we'll start off with the repeat a set number of times like we did last time, and we're going to draw a square again. So let's make that happen. So I'm going to start by bringing out the repeat, and I'm going to repeat a motion. I'm going to move 100. I'm going to turn right, in this case left, 90 degrees. I want to repeat that not 10 times but 4 times, and now we won't see anything, so I better put the pen down so that we can see it happen. Let's give it a try, and hey presto, we have got a square. So what's actually happening there? Well, the program starts from the top and it comes down, and it says I have to do whatever's inside of me 4 times. So I'm going to move forward and then turn. I repeat, move forward and turn. I repeat, move forward and turn. Repeat, move forward and turn. I don't repeat again because I've already done it 4 times. So now we've got it drawing, we're just going to add another little step. We're going to add a clear to the top so that it clears any drawings we've done before off before it does the next drawing. So when I start it again, it'll draw. Even if I place the cat in a different place, it'll clear the screen before drawing. So what I'd like us to try and do now is we're going to add a roof to this square to make it look like a house. So what will we need to do that? Well, we need to draw up and down. We could go back across, but we don't need to redraw this line. So we basically want to turn, move up, move down, and stop. So we want to repeat. Two times. Move forward 100. Turn right. Now the inside angles of a triangle are 60 degrees, but because we're doing the outside angle from a straight line, it will be 120 because 60 and the 120 makes the straight line of 180. So we'll put in 120 here so that it will do 2 turns. Now if I run that, it's not going to quite work right. Let's have a look why. So it's moved itself, but it's drawn the triangle along here and down here. Why did it do that? Because that's the way the cat was facing. So to get this to work, between my first repeat and my second repeat, I need the cat to turn to the left 60 degrees. So let's put that in. If I need to put it in between, I just move up and it will drop in between. And we'll make that 60 degrees. Now we'll try it again, and this time hopefully it will work. Okay, but my cat's upside down. That's going to make it difficult to do any other actions, so maybe if I drag in the point in direction of 90, which we know is pointing to the right, when my cat finishes it should be pointing the same to the right, the same way that it started. So let's give it a try. Excellent. Alrighty, your challenge is to draw for me this house, 3 of them in a row. Pause the video and see how you go. So hopefully you thought to yourself, well, this bit of code here is drawing me the house. I need to repeat that 3 times in a row, so I'm going to put my repeat in, but I need to move my house a little bit away, so I'm going to move 20 steps. You may have put yours all together, and that's perfectly fine. If I run this piece of code now, I should get 3 houses all in a row. If you had trouble with that, have a look here and you can see that this action repeats 3 times, but inside of this happens. So it's drawing that 4 times, then it's drawing this 2 times, and then it's repeating all of that 3 times in a row. And that's how we got to there. Okay, so we managed to get that to happen quite nicely. I'm just going to clear off my screen, bring my cat over here, and I'm just going to get rid of this because we don't want that anymore. Let's have a quick look at a forever loop. So control forever loop. That means this is going to do whatever we ask it to do until we hit stop. It's the only way it'll stop, or if we run out of power or the end of the world happens. So we're going to use a new block we haven't used before, a look block, and we're going to tell this sprite to change to costume 2. Now that doesn't mean a lot to you at the moment because we've not looked at these tabs. In here, this sprite has 2 costumes like in a flip book. So we're going to jump from this to this and back and back. So we're going to go back to the script and we're telling it to change to costume 2. Then we're going to use a wait command so that it doesn't happen too quickly, and we're going to put in, I think, 0.5 would probably do. I could make it 0.25 if I wanted it quicker. And so it's changed to costume 2. I now want it to switch to costume, drop down here to costume 1, so back to how it was. Make it wait again for half a second. And now, if I double click on this, my cat should start walking on the spot. Let's see. Pretty exciting, hey? And it will keep doing that. Even if I click on it and move it over here, it will continue to do that because I haven't told the code to stop. It won't stop until I click stop. Alrighty, so that's the forever loop. Often we use the forever loop to encapsulate large pieces of code that need to be executed over and over again in a game or something like that. And that brings us to our final loop. Our final control we're going to be looking at is the repeat until. So I'll bring the repeat until out and I'm going to put this same little set of instructions inside there. So it's going to do the same thing, making the cat walk on the spot. And this time you'll notice there's like a hexagonal box. We can put in there a condition, and if we have a box like this we can snap in another block. We're going to use a sensing block so that when the computer senses or realizes that we have touched the space bar, that will be the trigger to stop this loop. So let's give that a try and see how it goes. So our cat's walking along, and if I hit my space bar, it will stop. Start it again, hit my space bar, and it will stop. Well, that's how we use an iteration or a loop or a repeat and get the results that we were looking for. Hopefully that made a little bit of sense to you, and I will get ready and work on number 4. Till next time.